Sonia. Welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome if you're new here. Today we are going to be making some really delicious bread pudding. I mean, it is so good. It's so easy. If you're making it for brunch, you could prep it all the night before and just toss it in your oven the morning of, or if you're having people over for dessert. Best part, it's easy, it's delicious. Your guests will be talking about it forever. I know you're gonna love it. I hope you try it because it's so good. Okay, let me show you how. Welcome again, let's get going. We are going to start out with 6 eggs. You guys, this is so easy and it tastes so good. You all have to give this a try. I know you are just gonna absolutely love it. Want to make it over and over again. Then we're gonna do 1 cup of sugar, and then we are gonna do 3 cups of heavy cream, whipping cream. This is not low calorie, but it is so good. And then after we're done with that, we're gonna use some amaretto liqueur, and we are gonna be doing 1/4 cup amaretto. Now, if you don't wanna use liqueur, and by the way, this will cook off. It's not like everybody's gonna be drinking this at your brunch. It's gonna cook off the alcohol. But if not, you could also use just a vanilla extract or an almond extract would be perfect, either or. What we're gonna use is store-bought croissants. You can buy them at your local store. I happen to just get a huge amount of them at Costco because I happen to like theirs there. You can buy the ones that you just bake off yourself. I like to buy them at my local store because it saves you a huge amount of time. And thank you to my husband who jumped in and cut it up for us. Now, because we are going to be putting these in individual ramekins, we do not want huge big pieces in it to be uncomfortable for our guests to eat. So you want to make them a smaller piece, and that's why it also makes it look more interesting when we bake it off and it doesn't look like just big pieces of gooey bread. Even though they're croissants and they are delicious, you want this to look appealing for your guests. Remember, we kind of eat with our eyes first and we smell it and then we actually taste it. So we want everything that we make in our kitchen to look gorgeous. So we want to just make sure that these are not huge, big pieces. And there we go. Again, thank you to my husband who cut it up for me and has better knife skills than I do, because my knife skills are good, but not like his. So thank you, John. Then we are going to take our ramekins, and these are probably about 6 ounces, and we are just going to fill each and every one with our croissants, and you want to get them all the way to the top, and actually you want them filled just a little bit over. Then we're going to take our yummy mixture, and what I did is I actually started by ladling it in, and these are going to really soak up a huge amount of mixture, because you're going to be like, is this really all going to fit in these little ramekins? And the answer is yes, it will, because the croissant dough, the croissant bread, croissants are just gonna soak it all up. So I did do it by ladling it, and then it kind of started getting all messy, and actually had to go back and clean it up. So next time maybe just pour it over. I'm not very good at this part. I actually went and cleaned it up because I didn't obviously want the eggs to be cooking inside my big pan. It would be, turn black in there while the ramekins were cooking. So I went ahead and cleaned it up, got my oven ready, and they're all clean. You just need to preheat your oven to 300. These actually cook at a lower temperature for a longer period of time. I set it for 40 minutes, but it probably took a little longer, probably more like 45 to 50. Okay, 2 quick things I want to tell you ahead of time. If I was doing this and we were having a brunch, I would cut up the bread separately and make the mixture separately, have my cups ready to go, and then you would just pour it on, put it in the oven. The other thing you can do, I know because you're going to ask, could you just make it all in one casserole dish? The answer is yes, and you can make the piece a little bigger. But I like the small ones because when they puff up and they cook, they're going to be so much cuter. But if you didn't have them, you just make one big casserole. And I did want to tell you one more thing. Where I got the little dishes, I just picked up my local Home Goods. They're about $1 a piece, so it's not a big investment, and I know I'll use it for many other recipes. And I just wanted to show you so you know if they are ready or not. My husband went ahead and pulled them out for me, so I just film it. They're still a little bit jiggly. You can see the egg mixture still looked wet, and it still could see that wasn't quite cooked at the 40-minute mark, and that's how we knew we needed to go just a couple more minutes. Now I'm going to let you know they're all done. Reheat really well. You can put them in the fridge, and then you could microwave them. You can heat them up. And I also want you to know, if you want yours a little bit less, like soft and more of a harder chew like my son does, you can cook them at a little bit higher temp for a little bit longer if that's the way you like your bread pudding. This is more of a custard kind of feel. Here it is. It's all cooled off. Make sure you give it a little cool. It's still good when it's a little bit warm, but not so warm that you're gonna like hurt somebody. That's so good. I hope you guys give it a try, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.